and welcome, welcome Leo. And we are starting with the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the King of Wands, the Emperor, the Eight of Swords, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. I thought you were going to get the Queen of Wands. That's what it looked like, right, Leo? So I love when this happens. You have an equal amount of challenge to your action. But since we know we have that going on, let's go ahead and look at your first card, your Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is talking about your resources, knowing that you should be protecting them right now, to have that economic stability and to make sure that you are on the right track financially. And this will actually give you some really solid ground to stand on, a good foundation financially. So what I'm feeling with that, Leo, is that you just need to make sure you're being responsible financially, paying attention to it, or it could be a problem. It is the first card in your reading, and it's saying you just need to really relax when it comes to spending your money. So be aware that of what you're spending on. If you need to spend, I just feel like that's a little bit of a warning to you that pay attention to your resources so that they don't become a problem, Leo. So that should be okay. And actually, I feel like you kind of need that every once in a while because you do have an extravagant nature. You do like fine things. And when you like fine things, you tend to want to buy fine things. So this week, calm it down a little bit. Just be aware of what you're spending. So that being said, we do have one other card that's not in the swords or the wands, and that is your power card, your Emperor. So let's address the Emperor because he is there to help you with some self-discipline and bringing your goals to reality, into reality, and making them happen. So again, since you're talking about your finances right off the bat, something that you might have a little trouble kind of reeling in, the Emperor is there to help you with that. Anything that you want to learn to be more resourceful, you want to learn to have better control of, have more structure in regard to, your Emperor is your guy. He's the one who's going to help you with that. And since you do have a very clear goal right there with that Four of Pentacles, I would say just be aware of your spending and don't give in to your extravagant nature, Leo. Very easy for any of us to do, but because you do have that kind of, I really like this, and it just pops. It's just calling my name. Not this week. Now, with your challenges, you have the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is talking about mental clarity and being able to come to a fair resolution for a conflict, or being able to really strongly overcome obstacles. So again, that's talking about your pentacles right there, and the fact that you do have a strong supporter and a strong mentor as far as your finances go. So you do have the wherewithal there to do what needs to be done financially and just in general to really keep yourself in line this week, Leo. So that Ace of Swords is saying absolutely, you have the ability, the mental clarity to proceed and progress in a very, very just awesome manner. You're just going to blow right through it. You're going to do it. Then you have your Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords just remind you that don't feel like you're trapped by this. Don't feel like because you have to watch how you spend or make sure that your extravagant nature doesn't get the better of you, that you have to feel like a prisoner, or like you have to feel like, oh, well, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do this. If I do this, something bad will happen. That is not what that's not what Spirit is saying to you about this. Just saying be careful and make sure that you're thinking of the best result, what will give you the best result, what will help you accomplish this goal, and then therefore be financially stable to be able to come at your life from a very strong economic standpoint and very stable finances. Nothing wrong with that. That is really a good thing to have. And so that's what we're reminding you of. The Eight of Swords is saying don't get lost in that, oh, I can't have, oh, I can't have. That's not what we're doing here. We're just staying the course of being financially responsible. That is what we are doing. And then we have your Ten of Swords. With the Ten of Swords, talking about some finality, some conclusion. And so you will be successful. You will have a good financial week, and you aren't going to completely cut out the extravagance. You aren't going to completely cut out the things that you're passionate about that might involve money. You are going to be very happy with how you handle yourself. You have a really strong support in your Emperor, so you are going to do just fine. And your Ten of Swords is saying, absolutely, this is going to be a victory for you. This is going to be something that you really have worked hard toward. It's going to be the end of that financial trouble. After you're done with this week, you're going to feel victorious, and you're going to realize that some financial healing took place there, that you are okay with money now, or you understand how to work it so that it doesn't feel like a trial. So that's a good thing. Then you have your action, and the King of Wands is talking about being able to really have vision and see where this is going, see the big picture. The King of Wands is saying that when your action that you take toward your financial freedom, your financial independence, is something that you are going to really envision. You're going to be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you're going to be very compassionate and want to not only benefit yourself but also others. So this might be something where you're going to feel like you could be a mentor when you're finished with this, and that's a wonderful thing. You know, you did it, you didn't die, you didn't have a breakdown, so and you were successful with it. So it's going to be something that you are going to feel strongly enough about and passionate enough about that you may want to share this experience with someone else. So this week you're going to be very strong when it comes to what you need to accomplish these goals. And then with your Page of Wands is talking about being optimistic and very enthusiastic about something you want to do, and that this could also bring some good news about what's coming up for you. What can you accomplish now that you've beaten down the money demon? So I think that this experience, what that's saying is this experience is going to make you better at all sorts of things. It's going to give you some insight that you never had before. It's going to give you the wherewithal to really pay attention. If you really pay attention to what you spend, what do I want? What do I need? What can I not live without? Once you learn how to categorize those things, you are going to find it's not that hard, and you're going to feel compelled to share that with other people and live your life like that. Just move forward in a very positive way financially. And then with your Knight of Wands is talking about security and stability. And the results of this week, the results of the work that you are doing toward this being very responsible, as far as, or not very responsible, that sounds boring and it sounds, doesn't sound like fun. But this experience that you've had is going to make your life all that much richer, and you are going to really feel like you are getting some reward for what you have accomplished. And you should, Leo. It is not easy to change something that you don't really want to initially, but it sounds like if you follow this little path and you really do nail it, it's going to be good for you. It's going to be very good for you in the end. And that is what I am seeing for you this week, Leo. Thank you for joining me, and I invite you to tune in for my Weekend Energy show, which airs this Thursday. And as always, essentially, we all have a divine purpose. Embrace the universe and live your dream. Until next week, here's wishing you health, prosperity, and positive relationships. Farewell to you.